Hi and welcome to Online Appliance Tech. Today we're going to work on the LG French door refrigerator. The problem is that the water filter, or the new water filter, won't go into the filter head assembly, so that's what we'll be placing. This is the old one, so obviously it fits, but once they try to put a new one in there, it does not fit. So that means we do have a bad filter head assembly. So if you're having trouble replacing your water filter, this video is for you. So the first thing you want to do is remove this one Phillips screw. And just put it somewhere safe where you won't kick it or lose it. And then this door, where this part here just comes straight off, you'll pull it out towards the right first, and then it clips in towards its left. So that, as you can see, you have the water lines connected. I would just take a quick picture before you disconnect it. And obviously unplug the fridge and turn the water off, which is very important before you start the job, which you'll see I'll do here in a moment before I start yanking stuff off. So this will all have to be taken to pieces. You can buy the whole assembly, but it's a lot more that way to fix. So just remove these hoses. How this works is you just press in the little clip here on the valve. Well, actually you have to remove these little clips first. These are like little safety clips. This keeps the line from popping out, so these are very important. The one at the very bottom though does not have one, but these two on top do. So you'll just pull these out, and sometimes they're a little bit of a pain to get out, but or you can take a pair of needle nose and grab the end of it and pull it off. As you can see here, I had a little bit of trouble, but it's just a little bit of patience too. Okay, here we go. Great. So now to remove these hoses, you'll just, like I said, you'll press in. There's a little, you'll press into the valve, I guess you would say, and disconnect this wiring harness or this plug, and then this you'll press into the valve. It's like a little press down release, and you'll push in the line and pull out the line. So you're just going to go back and forth. I recommend having a towel up underneath you because you will spill a little bit of water. And like I said, just make sure you unplug it and turn the water off before you do this job. And we'll remove this one. We'll press into the valve, press in and back and forth, press in and pull out. That's like a little safety release, so you got to press it into the valve on both sides. There we go. And then you'll disconnect the little blue one here. Hopefully you can see exactly what you have to do. This is for all of them. So you press it in and press in and out. So now we have the whole piece disassembled. This way we can disassemble the inlet valve and all the other pieces to take it apart. So right here I have a lot of water left in the tank. So instead of making a mess on the floor, I'm just going to let this water drain out before I complete the job. So lay this filter assembly kind of face forward like on a towel or something soft, and then you're going to remove these 3 Phillips screws. So I removed this one, and I was trying to see if there's a way I can just take it off without removing everything. But as you'll see here in the video, you actually have to remove all 3 screws. So once you have all 3 removed, just put them somewhere out of the way, and then this whole assembly will just come off, and you have to remove this whole assembly to replace this filter head assembly, or this piece. So this is the trick, and I'll try to go slow. So you have to open this all the way up, like separate it, and you'll turn this counterclockwise or actually clockwise to remove, and it pulls out. It kind of like clicks into place. So here, I'll put it back in. So we'll turn it clockwise. So press in and turn clockwise. It clicks into place, and there we go. And to remove it, we'll turn it counterclockwise, and it pulls right out, straight out. And we have 2 washers that's supposed to be on there, so make sure you have them. I'll show you later on in the video what I mean. So this was another piece. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but since I already did the hard work, we'll show you. So as you can see here, I'm trying just to pull it off, and it's just not working. So what you have to do is you have to open it all the way, and then it just pulls off. But then I realized, hey, you just got to pull it outwards towards the right, as you'll see right here. There we go. So just pull towards your right, and it'll pop right off. So as you see, you have a washer there on the left, and you have one in the filter head assembly. So definitely make sure that you have the 2 washers on the new piece. So here's the filter head assembly, the new one. So it's the exact same one, just a different color, but the same part number. And I'll leave that later on in the video. So as you see, there is a washer in there. I do have to get this out because I got to put it in the new assembly. So you can get like some type of little needle nose or pin. Just don't cut the washer, and just pull it out, and you can place it in the new assembly. I just kind of press it down to make sure everything's flush. Okay, so this slides right into place, real easy. And you do have to open this up all the way, and it clicks in. See right here, I'm really not doing it right now, because see how this white part of the top doesn't flap down. So I gotta open it up all the way, and it has 2 little grooves that lines up with the filter head assembly. So we'll open it up all the way like this, and then we'll line it up with the 2 grooves. Once you look in there, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll just twist till it clicks into place. There we go. And as we remember this one, we have to have the 2 washers on here. Make sure they're on there. 1, 2. And then counterclockwise and clockwise to click into place. So that's pretty much it. Everything's together. And then once we install it, we'll definitely check for leaks and make sure we have no leaks. And this is a kind of a newer model LG, so this is one I'm not familiar with yet, but as you can see, I pretty much figured it out. So don't be intimidated if it's your first time, because this is obviously my first time. And I think with this video and a little bit of patience, you'll be ready to go. So what you want to do is you want to slide this back into place. You want to line the 3 screws, so you'll open up here and you'll slide that filter head in the hole there where the filter will go, and line up your 3 holes for the 3 Phillips screws. Then you'll just install these 3 Phillips screws. Don't over tighten them. So if you have a powerful drill, don't I guess over tighten and strip it or break the plastic. Just use a hand tool if you have to. And that's number 3. So here's the old one. So for some reason, when you put the filter in this, it just turns the inside the wrong way. And like I said, you can put the older filter back in, but not a new one. So that basically, I see that's a common problem. So now let's install the assembly. Here it goes. So basically, you're just going to plug back everything back in the way you took it out. And if you took a picture, it pretty much goes the same way, but, you know, it's pretty much dummy proof, but just in case. So you put the orange one at the bottom, and then the orange and the white one go at the top, and the little blue one goes in the middle. So you press this in and you pull out. You got to make sure you have this 2 lines on it, so you want to make sure you don't see the second line. So you press in and pull out. But if you see the second line, that means you don't have it in far enough. Excuse me. Then you want to take these 2 safety clips and put them back in. This is what keeps the hoses from popping out and having a nice water mess everywhere once activated. Don't forget to connect your harness. This is what activates the valve. So make sure that's connected. And that's pretty much it. So you'll clip it in towards your left first. You have like 2 little grooves. It clips in, and then you'll just press it into place. Just make sure everything's tucked out of the way. And if you have to, you can put that orange line in the housing of the fridge if you have to. That's what it's there for. And then you'll just shut it, make sure everything's aligned, and you'll just put the 1 Phillips screw to hold it into place. So here's a water filter. This is a new one. I do recommend when you do replace this filter head assembly, you do replace it with a new water filter. This way you don't mess up the old one, just in case. And this way you'll. So when you install this, you pull this filter assembly all the way towards your left, and you'll just turn it until it fits into place, and you press in and turn, and then you press it back into the door. So anytime you install one, you make sure you pull it all the way out. Now just plug back in your fridge, turn your water back on, and test it and check for leaks. So let's give it a test run. So as you can see here, you have a little bit of pressure at first. So basically what has to happen, the tank that you emptied the water out of first has to fill back up with water to have a continuous pressure. As you can see now, the water is starting to come out. You may have a little back pressure or up and down pressure due to air in the system. I recommend running at least 1 gallon through before you use your ice and use the water. So if you open the door and you have no leaks, it looks like you're good to go. Well, I hope this video is helpful, and please like and subscribe for more future tips and videos. If need or have any questions, just ask in comments below. And also, if you need any parts or have any questions, you can check out our store. Just look on the upper right hand side of our YouTube page. Thank you and have a good day.